For centuries, women and men faced a biological inequality. When having sex, the woman risked pregnancy and the man risked almost nothing. Rudimentary contraceptives existed, but they were imperfect and women had little control. Then, in 1960, the commercial birth control pill was introduced, and women were able to control their reproductive potential for the first time. Though the pill came with many unwanted side effects, led to the deaths of many women of color through unethical testing, and was imperfect, women continued to use it because not getting pregnant is worth making yourself a little sicker. Now, we have a vast array of birth control options, including the IUD, the ring, patches, and a slightly improved daily pill.
I mean, in some ways it's changed, dramatically. The way that it's still the same is, it's really still the woman's problem to prevent pregnancy. You're the one who's going to get pregnant, it's going to be on you.
Like, girls can't be able to go to their parents and ask to get birth control from their doctors because there's like this weird thing around it.
I didn't want to go to student health for my birth control because I didn't want my parents having access to my medical records.
I know I have some friends who have wanted to go on birth control, but their parents were like, no, you're not doing that.
My mom's an immigrant and my dad comes from an older Southern-based African-American family. So it's very much like birth control is something you need if you are having sex, and you should not be having sex.
If you're on the pill or using condoms or an IUD, it means that you're having sex. So then there is a possibility of being slut-shamed.
It's more dangerous if they're not on birth control, so it would be better if parents were just like, yeah.
In the modern day, people use birth control for a variety of reasons, such as controlling hormones, menstrual flow, and acne, but its sexual connotation gives it an unfair stigma.
My mom, I asked her one time to go on birth control for a weird reason that wasn't that I was having sex, and she was really weird about it.
I was talking to someone from my orchestra about birth control. I was like, well, the pill has other functions, especially when it comes to period management, the pill's super useful. He's like, wait, I thought that was something that girls just told their mothers. I didn't think that was real.
Unfortunately, around the world and in our country, access and information to these resources is still limited.
I have a group of patients that is very informed about how to get care for women's health. I don't know if that's the case everywhere in Washington, D.C.
A month after I lost my virginity, I went to get birth control. I remember learning that there's just so many more options.
When it comes to birth control, we weren't told anything.
That was kind of confusing to me because I knew that people in my class were sexually active, and I'm sure they probably didn't know about the many kinds of birth control as well.
And I think that the internet has been a gift when it comes to birth control education, but when it comes to a physical space or a place where people can get educated, there is not in my community.
Generally in Latin America, a lot of women get pregnant very young and they have no idea how to protect themselves. Their spouses or partners don't want to use a condom.
Their partners would not let them use birth control because it was considered an achievement to get a woman pregnant.
In order to reach gender equity, we must give women the same freedom men have to control the outcomes of sexual encounters. Reliable information and access to birth control is crucial to that goal.
If women can't make their own sexual and reproductive decisions, they can't be independent beings.